welcome to this presentation. Today I'm gonna speak about Heritage Days and the solution Axon made in Odoo to meet all the challenge from the Heritage Days. So first I'm gonna just remind you what are the Heritage Days, what are the challenges they had and the needs they have. Then the architecture we built and the solution in Odoo we found. So the Heritage Days are organized by Agence Wallonne du Patrimoine, so AWAP, since 1989. And so the mission of the Heritage Days is to discover your past, to build your future, raise awareness of Walloon heritage among every citizen, to inspire and entertain and culturally enrich the public through visits and opening of quality heritage sites accessible for free to all audience. So basically, it's open to everyone, so public administration, but also private people. And if they have an heritage site, they can open it during these days to make people discover their sites. So what are the challenges? It's 2 days of festivities. So it was 1 month ago, the 7th and 8th of September. They had one theme. So this year, it's Heritage Open to all people with disabilities. It's more than 9 months of preparation. It's more than 300 activities and 730 animation everywhere in Wallonia. So to be clear, in each activities, organizer can propose an animation, and an animation is like an exhibition, a concert, a game for children, etc. And it has been organized by 230 people, private and public. So what are the needs the AWAP had? So the first one is to manage 4 types of event in just one model. So today I only present Heritage Days, but as you know, AWAP organize also Semaine Jeunesse et Patrimoine, Vie de Château, Agenda du Patrimoine. And so they need to collect organizer application from the portal, manage organizer application, so it means analyze their application, allocate subvention gigs and equipment in some case, so each type of event doesn't need everything, but you can configure it. Manage the publication on the public websites, manage the public registration, so it's not also in each type of event, but like for example, Semaine Jeunesse et Patrimoine, it's open for school, and so they need to make a registration. But also, in a case that COVID comes back, you need to register to track people who come to the activities, so it's still possible. And at the end, manage the survey, because they want to collect the experience of organizer in order to improve next year events. So the architecture we built, so you have the configuration of the event in the Odoo backend, and when the configuration is done, we open the application through API REST to be posted on the organizer portal, and then when it's done, we collect all the application also through API REST, come back to Odoo backend, we analyze it, and when it's analyzed and ready to be posted, we publish the activities with a search engine on the public websites. And in some case, as you understood, we can receive registration from public through API REST. So what are the solutions we built? So everything is centralized in the events module. So you can make the configuration of the events here. So you display the organizer portal. It means that you can choose the length of the description the organizer can write on their activities, for example. You choose if your event will propose a subvention to organizer. If they need equipment, you also write which equipment you offer to organizer. And finally, you can configure the registration management here. So we need also to collect organizer application from the portal. How does it work? On the portal, I'm going to show you all of that at the end of my presentation. They need to create an account and make an identification, and then next year, for next participation, they will already have their account. We manage the organizer application, so it means that AWAP people can allocate subvention based on the business rule, choose so if the organizer are eligible to receive any subvention. Allocate equipment, because they propose two types of equipment. Some are free and some are charged. In both cases, if they allocate an equipment, we generate a sales order. And in a case it's charged, we generate also a statement of claim. And then in some case, they also can ask for a guide. And so in that case, people from AWAP open a position to find guides. Then the organizer make the demand to have a guide. And then people of AWAP will check this application from guide and the availabilities of guides to put it on the right sites on the right time. When all of that is done, so they analyze all the application. When it's ready, they can publish it on the public websites. And so it means that everyone can find it on the big maps to go and visit these heritage sites. In some case, here also we can manage public registration, and so it means you collect it, and we create also a configuration if they come by groups, like I said before, school. We also manage it here. And at the end, when the event is finished, we send a survey to all organizers in order to improve, to receive that feedback and improve it if it needs. So this year, the Heritage Days was a great success from the point of view of AWAP. So they had a great number of visitors and a great number of organizers that proposed to visit new sites, new heritage sites. So they are very satisfied from this edition. So how does it work in the backend? So here is the event. So Journée du Patrimoine. So of course you choose the date. You choose here the event they want to offer, propose to organizer. You also have the subvention here, so you can choose the amount of subvention that we proposed to organizer. In the configuration here, you can choose the length of the description, etc. And if registration are needed, you can also choose it here. Then in the bottom here, you have the activities. So that was a need from AWAP. So each activities has its own volet administratif, so I would say just the administration part of the activities. And so the activities is what you can find on the website, and the administration is all the analyzing parts of the application. So the public won't see anything about administration, and so you have sous-activité, which are the animation organized in an activities. When the event here is ready, the AWAP people can publish it on the organizer portal. And so it means just that organizer can see that this event is ready is almost ready to application, and then they open it to registration. So it means that at that time the organizer can submit their application, create really their application, and submit it to AWAP people. And when it's ready, when they collect all the activities in the application, they publish it on the public websites. So here is the organizer portal. So it's a little bit small, I'm sorry. So here you have the events at which they make their application, the title, the description, and here the location, the exact location where the heritage site is. And you see you have 7 stages here. At each step they need to fill like an image, communication information, the activities, the animation they propose here, subvention and equipment. And when it's ready, they can submit it to our people. When it's submitted, they cannot make any change anymore. And in the backend, we received the submitted application like that. So that's only the activities page. So you have the administration parts right there. And so this part is really what you can find on the public websites. And so at each steps, organizer will receive an email to know at which step their application is. And when it's ready, when they allocate subvention if needed, equipment if needed, and guides, they publish it on the public website. So the public website is just a site where everyone can visit, and so it's a map like that, easy to find the closer heritage sites from you. And you can also filter your research with some filter. So each you have pin, and each number is the number of pin you can have in this location. And if you click on a pin, you will find the exact activities what is proposed. So here you have the picture of the activities, a small description, and all practical information that you can find also here. So that's all for me today. If you have any question.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for this great speech.
Thank you.
So we'll process a bit with the question. Maybe the first one is, what are the big challenges in that use case you faced?
It was a little bit challenging to use two types of websites and to be sure that all the information are correct and the communication between the backend works.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay, very good. So I get a question here. Is it possible to create a login page for event organizer without giving them access to our backend?
Yes, of course, it's an authentication part, so they never see the backends. They just see their page from their society or company, or if they're private, it's only for them. But they never look at the backends.
Yeah,
We just open to. I mean, it's still possible to make an application with by the post.
Yeah.
I mean, and so people from AWAP just write it directly on the backend.
Okay, very good. I'm still waiting for questions, so do not hesitate to actually add them into the pad. I see people are writing there. This is a question about the customization. And pretty much the question is, are there a lot of customization, globally speaking, on the project?
Yeah, we did a lot because the needs were very precise. The number of application and the number of visitors are very huge, so we need to did a bit of
Okay. Okay. Another question: can you add sales for purchasing an event ticket?
It wasn't asked by the people from AWAP, but it's still possible to use it in other projects a bit similar. We use it, so it's still possible.
Okay. Waiting for question. I do not see them into the pad. I guess it was pretty clear. No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.